Olympic gold medalist. Not me, not you.
Not me.
But our next guest, Nastia Liukin. We pretty much all know her from her amazing performance in the 2008 Beijing Olympics. And man, can she do the balance beam.
So cool.
So elegant, so feminine.
I know. She's talented.
And she had to go against those underage Chinese girls.
Maybe
and
you should do like pro versus con.
Not on that balance beam. Do you know how scary that thing is?
Yeah, I do.
You've done it?
I did it in high school, just playing around. Not like, yeah.
First of all, I wouldn't play around from that height, but it is truly amazing. She won 5 medals in that Olympics, including the all-around, which I remember back to the day when Mary Lou Retton, and I even go back with Nadia Comaneci. Do you know who she was? She's the first, oh geez. All right, you're a lot younger than me, but Nadia got a perfect 10. But we're going to be joined by Nastia in just a second. And the reason we're talking to her is she's come out with this amazing line of clothing. I didn't even know that she was a designing diva.
You never know who is these days.
Well, let's find out about the line as we welcome Supergirl.
Thanks for having me.
Well, Nastia, the rumor is in the gymnasium that you have become a fashionista.
I am. Past 2 years have been incredible. Just an amazing experience all around. I've had the opportunity to do so many amazing things, but I'm definitely have a big passion for fashion. So I'm really excited about this new clothing line called Supergirl by Nastia, which is exclusively at JCPenney.
So we're going to talk about the line in just a minute. But did you design any of your gorgeous outfits for the Olympics? I'm curious.
You know, I designed all my own competition outfits ever since I was 12 years old, but the ones we competed in at the Olympics, because those are part of the national team, we actually didn't get a say in those, but I'm very happy with the hot pink leotard I got to wear because, it's not very patriotic. We normally have red, white, or blue leotards, but they made a special exception for me that time, so it was really cool.
So how cool was it to work with Warner Brothers on the entire Supergirl brand?
Definitely. I think, Superman is obviously a legend. Everybody knows what Superman is. And so, there's never really been something like that for girls, I think. So to have a Supergirl clothing line, I'm really hoping that this is not only just a fashionable, a fun, cute, and comfortable line, but it's also going to empower the girls that are wearing it and really inspire them to be able to go after their dreams.
Well, speaking of your passion, I know one thing you always find time to do is speak to young girls and boys around the country. Why has that become so important to you?
Well, it's really important to me because I remember growing up, I had great role models. My parents were the people that I looked up to because not only did they accomplish the world and Olympic medals just like I have, but moving over to the country, I was born in Russia and we moved over when I was only 2.5, and they really just moved over with 2 suitcases and me, no money, and they had this dream to open up a gymnastics school. And here we are about 16 years later with 3 successful schools in the Dallas area, and it all comes to if you really believe in something and if you work really hard, that anything is possible. So I want to teach these girls and boys all over the country that believing is the #1 key, and to work hard. So I really think that anything is possible.
Well, Nastia, I think that's great advice, but you have a unique scenario because your dad is your coach. What advice would you give young kids about listening to their dad?
He is, and he's been my coach for the past 10 years now. So we have a really great relationship, and over the years we've gotten even closer, being able to experience this whole Olympic success and things that come after it. But it's for me, it's easy to be able to separate the coach and dad. When we walk into the gym, he is just my coach, and when we walk out of the gym, he's my dad. And so I think that really helps. But I don't know, it's something special, and I think that I've always been very close with both of my parents, but especially my dad.
So is it true that your mom really can't watch you compete?
She gets too nervous, and I wasn't able to compete this year, but I was watching my teammates, and being on the sidelines, I'm like, okay, Mom, now I know why you could never watch. It's so nerve-wracking.
Well, Nastia, I have to take you back to Beijing 2008. You're about to get on the balance beam. Millions, if not billions of people are watching you from around the world. Tell us how you had the confidence to perform so well.
Well, yeah, it definitely was a little nerve-wracking walking into the Olympic arena in Beijing with 20,000 people, screaming, not always for you, but it was just such a good experience. Just to be on that Olympic team and represent my country was an honor in itself, but being able to be on that balance beam and know that you worked your whole entire life for this, and you try not to put too much pressure on yourself. You just try and feel that inner confidence and know that you've worked so hard for this moment, and just all the hard work has finally paid off.
Well, your work definitely paid off. One more question before we close. Just want to find out where we can find more information about the Supergirl line.
You can find more information on the line and everything about Supergirl on supergirl.com.
Well, we are so glad that you followed your dreams. Again, a big congratulations, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We got a few more great interviews for you when we come back. We're going to talk about Madman, lottery ticket, and we're going to take you to the world's largest sci-fi convention, Dragon Con, when we come back.